But ain't it fun to win? Now, how many of y'all, you say, well, I came in there and they said, man, you got to have a good attitude, you got to have a lot of activity, you got to see a lot of people, you got to be good, you got to be gone. Man, teach me something. How many of y'all like to learn something tonight? I told you a while ago you could be a pansy and win, right? As long as you didn't hire all pansies. You got to hire some get up, get after it tough, go get them people, right? And you got to teach them a tough presentation. You say, what kind of tough presentation? How many of y'all in this room, okay, y'all answer this, understand how cash value life insurance works? You pay for two and you only get one, right? Now look, is this thing on? Is this thing on? Turn this on. Is this? It's on now, right? How many of y'all have wearing shoes that tie? Right? Now why you buy shoes? You buy shoes so they keep your feet warm, dry, clean, sometimes, right? And you have them that way so that your feet don't get hurt on the bottom and all that kind of stuff. But see, you got enough sense when you tie your shoe, you tie your left one over here, and you tie your right one over here. So that when you want to go somewhere, you can go. Right? Y'all figure out that's right? Well, see, some people, if you just buying shoes to keep them warm, your feet warm, clean, protected, you could tie them together. And it'd still keep it warm, clean, and you wouldn't scuff up your bottoms, but you'd have to go like this. Right? See, now that's the way this is. Buy term, invest the difference. Buy term, invest the difference. Buy term, invest the difference. Right? And this is cash value. You may get there, but it'll take you longer than you'll live. Right? So, it's that simple. And if that don't work, then you get back up in your room or at the kitchen table and you take them off and say, look, stupid. Evidently you didn't catch that. See, you pay for two and you get two. It's just like shoes. Right? And you show them your shoe. Get some good shoes and wash your feet before you go and all that stuff, right? And you put them shoes right up there on no kitchen table. It's still probably got syrup and jelly and stuff on the table from breakfast or yesterday, so a little shoe ain't gonna hurt, right? How many of y'all ever been out there giving a presentation, they got a baby, and right there in the middle of your presentation, you see the baby going, and I never have met a mama that thought her baby's poo-poo stunk. And you sitting there going, right? Then all of a sudden they decide to change it, and right there in front of you, they throw that baby up there and pull that diaper down. See now, if you ain't had that happen to you, you ain't given enough presentations. Okay? So you gotta get these shoes, and you set those shoes right there and say, look, this is the way it works. If you went down to Kenny's shoe store and you bought a pair of shoes, you tried them on, they fit, and they give them back to you, okay, or you give them back to the truck, and he takes them and he puts them in the box. You go up to the counter, you give him your money. He puts them in a sack, and you go home, right? And you get home, you say, honey, I bought a new pair of shoes. It's on sale at Kenny's for $12.99, right? And you reach down in there, and you pull the box out, and you set the box up on the table, and you reach in the box, and you pull out one shoe, right? And you look at that one shoe, and you go, hey, I bought a pair of shoes. You go, hey, it ain't in the sack. They left my other shoe at the store. So you call the store back, and you say, hey, this is old Neal Askew. I down there, I bought some of the $12.99 loafers, right? I got home, I just got my left shoe. My right shoe ain't in the sack. It ain't in the box. I didn't lose it. Y'all must have it, because ain't nobody been in my box since I left that store, okay? And you sit there and you go, where's my other shoe? And they say, well, didn't you read the sign? What sign? It said pay for two, get one. Right? And then the guy says, that's the rules. And you say, well, I'll tell you what, I'm bringing this one back down there and I'm getting a refund. Didn't you read the bottom sign? All sales final. No refunds. You say, well, I'll tell you what, I may only have one shoe. How can I get the other shoes? They bring us another $12.99. So you got a choice to make. You can go back and pay them another $12.99 so you can have a pair of shoes, or you can go back down there and put that shoe somewhere on that person, right? How many of you got shoes on? I just gave you a new presentation. If that don't work, I got more. Get your flip chart out. Say, look, I ain't very good at this, but man, we got a guy in our company that's unbelievable. He gives the best presentation in the world. Listen. What you think? Ain't that good? See, now listen. Hey, I got a lot more to say. See, don't tell me you want to win. You like losing. Anybody can do that. You play that to about 5 people a day. Everybody ain't stupid, right? You can even put a little message on the end of the tape. You know, stop it when the presentation's over. And if they say they don't like it, they don't even, you can give a little, you can have a little voice in there. You can get Jim to do it for you, that professional voice, And at the end of the tape it says, we at L. Williams know that 20% of the people have the right to remain ignorant. Right? And some of you say, I couldn't do that. That's my friend. You got stupid friends. Right? So I said, you got to change the people around you, or you got to change the people around you. Now, I don't know about you, but all my friends that didn't go to work and didn't buy ain't my friends no more. I have heard you become what you hang around. And I thought some of them were pretty sharp. And if they'd rather have one shoe than 2, I don't want to be around them. So, I mean, if you're a policeman, see, I mean, that's the reason I love A.O. Williams. You know, when you're a policeman, you know, when you got a partner, people say, oh yeah, you got a partner, like, it ain't no good. I mean, number one, you don't even know what he's going to do till you've been together for a while. And every time you go, right, every time you go, when you're a policeman, see, when you go up to a door and you go to knock on the door, that's the door, you stand over here. And you don't get in front of the door. If you're a policeman, you stand in front of the door and they shoot, they'll get you. But if you stand over here this side, if they shoot the door and you go, missed. And you can get them, okay? But see, and when you're a policeman, you can't, if there's 2 of you, you can't go to the front door together. One's got to go to the back door. Because when you go in there, and normally you're going there for a purpose. Normally when they find out that you were there for whatever purpose you came, they normally try to make a break. That's why I always love to be the one that did this. Real loud, police! And I always hoped I heard this. That meant he's going that way. And then I could go this way. See, that way when he get back there to the back, ain't no sense getting there in a hurry. I mean, he got a hold of him, let him get a little tired. Then you can just reach over and go, one time, it's over with, okay? And do it to, but that's why we take turns going to the back door, right? Now, see, some of you say, well, I don't like prospecting. You should have been with me my first 14 years. That was prospecting.
Police.
That's real cold calling. Right? See, if I was going to pick somebody up, if I had a warrant for him or something, I can get on the phone and say,
Hey, John, Sergeant Askew, Houston Police Department. We got a warrant here for your arrest, triple murder, you killed your wife and your 2 kids. If you're gonna be home about 8 o'clock, we'd like to drop by there and pick you up.
Right? See, now folks, that's prospecting. That's cold calling. See, somebody said, they told me, they said, you can go talk to as many people as you want to. Well, 14 years I had bad stuff to go talk about, give death messages, do things like that. Folks, they told me I could go out and help people by walking up to the door, standing in front of it, knock on it with my partner, my recruit at the door together, right? For security. And if I had diarrhea, he could take over. Okay, and that's happened, right? It's one of my biggest fears, coming out here in the front of a crowd like this, and you'd be talking about 10 minutes, and all of a sudden you go. Right? Art says, he always has a fear of having to piss while I wear dark pants. You can do that and nobody know it. Right? See, some of y'all think I am nuts. And you're right. I am. But they told me I could become wealthy taking somebody and going out there knocking on the door and say, hey, you got any R&R policies? I'm here to save your financial future. Hey, if I can show you how to make money, if I can show you how to save money, would you be interested? If I can show you how to become wealthy, change your family's life, do something great, would you be interested? And that's the way I tell them. See, some of y'all go into somebody's house and you go, hello. I'm here because I am excited about this business. And I'd like to take the next 3 or 4 hours and show you the greatest opportunity in America. Heaven forbid you do that. Man, you got to get excited. You got to feel good. You got to see a lot of people. Every who sees most does the best. It ain't no secret. It's the law of large numbers. Every who sees the most does the best. Remember that. Some of you say, I saw somebody in April. And he bought. I'm batting 100%. I ain't going out no more and screw up my record.